couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will get first crack at it today. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mayer. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll try the right side. There he goes. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Barrels ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So Arkansas State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Mayer. Got his man quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense just just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Had to throw it before he wanted. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Here's the pressure. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown Bears! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Toss sweep to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quick release by the QB. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got the 1st down and more. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting close.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mayer. Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Godet. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. DB's right up on the receivers. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Mayer. Dances away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human people. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Okay, ready? On set.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. It's complete to the left.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Mayer. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Bears in the hurry up. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Trying to find the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bears are marching down the field. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Going to swing it on second down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bears! Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow
turning it on. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Mayer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Godet. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Under fire. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Mayer. He's got him. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. and finds a soft spot. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, the sack and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Rush is on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Red Wolves will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Mayer. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. On the move. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Offense in a bunch formation. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Mayer. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in inside the 10.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Mayer. Throwing right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
To throw, it's Mayer. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now